So I found a kind of interesting problem with the Makerbot. This is my Makerbot Cupcake CNC, do-it-yourself 3D printer. It has a lot of exposed electronics on the side. It's all powered by an ATX power supply. Now my laptop has a 4-point multi-touch screen, as you can see. It works just fine right now. I'm going to erase the lines now. I'm going to draw them again. And you can see it sometimes glitches a little bit, but generally it works alright. So I'm pretty happy with it. And then I noticed a minute ago that when I tried to draw on the screen, it was causing issues. So I'm going to turn on the Makerbot. The little power switch is here. And you hear that there's a fan that turns on in the bottom, and the electronics all power up. They all get their little green lights saying they're happy and they're powered on. And then I have a little light on the inside there that lights up the inside of the platform. And then up here on the controller, I'm going to tell it to start warming up. And so you can hear this relay on the side that clicks and it starts warming up. Well, I noticed then that with these relays enabled, you can see that those little lights indicate that the platform, the P light, and the extruder, the E light, those lamps indicate that both the platform, which is the Makerbot Automated Build Platform, and the extruder, which is the Makerbot Industries Mark V Plastruder, that they're on and they're receiving power. And they receive power through this cable, which scarily warms up a little bit, but that's beside the point. The point is that now, either the touchscreen completely and totally refuses to work, or if I run a touch calibration, which I do like this, and I say start calibrating, it says don't touch the screen, so don't touch the screen at all, and it usually takes 30 seconds or so, whatever, to do the touch calibration. And you can hear that the machine is starting to switch back and forth. The relays are tripping, which means that it's working. So now if I poke that, it appears to work, so I can poke it and hit OK. And now here's where things get funny. That doesn't look too much like the nice straight lines that I had earlier. And my theory is because the 3D printer is sitting directly next to my computer. I mean, there's what, a hand's width in between the two. And that the EMI is so huge that it can barely handle one contact point. And that when I put all four, it just decides to go crazy. If I, let me see here, Control A, delete, clear everything, go back into paintbrush mode, and try to draw, and now it's not even going to let me. And try to say regular brush, there it goes, and yeah, it's just, it has no concept of movement, except if you go really fast, you get ish a line, but with more than one point, it's just terrible. That should be a bunch of straight lines there. So, for the people that are concerned about the EMI causing errors on their electronics, I think that there may be something there. I'm going to experiment. I have these little, a few of these little containers that are made out of steel mesh. I use this one as a bowl of tacks, but I'm going to experiment by putting these over the various components and seeing if that happens to help get rid of at least a little bit of the EMI. Because I'd like to be able to use the touchscreen next to the Makerbot and not have to worry about that all the time. Anyways, thought I would share that with the Makerbot community.